Hi everybody, it is me, Lisa T, coming at you with some positive energy, lighting up your life with Lisa. So, I want to light up your life today with some stretching and breath work. So I told one of my clients, I told two of my clients actually about a month ago that I would make a video for that. After we did treatment, I said I'll go home and make a video, and I just didn't. I couldn't find the inspiration. When I come on and do these videos, I get inspired, and I was going through so many things internally with myself, and I guess my cup was empty and I didn't have anything to give, but my cup had been filled up again because of myself, because of the self-love I've been doing. I did it back to my meditations, doing my stretches, doing this kind of stuff on the journey with y'all. So the cup is overflowing again, and I have something to give. So today, let's talk about the neck and the hips. We're going to do some inner hip stretching and some neck stretching. Now, both of these, I want to incorporate both of these today because your hips and your neck are two energy centers that also have to do with your voice and your emotions. So if you are feeling or experiencing yourself in a way where you have some sort of subconscious fear and you're not able to express your needs, you're not able to express what's going on, you don't feel safe expressing what's happening for you, you don't feel safe expressing your needs, you don't feel safe maybe speaking your heart, another way to say it. I'm just trying to find words here that you'll relate to. So if you relate to that, where you find yourself maybe performing a little bit, protecting and performing. Now that takes some insight to look in to see if you're doing that. Protecting yourself. So when we get vulnerable, even when we say thank you, that leaves us in a place of vulnerability. When we say I appreciate you, that leaves us in a place of vulnerability. It's very subconscious. So we want to be able to, we want to make sure that we are expressing our truth, expressing our emotions in a healthy way, and not protecting and performing. We don't want to be in a protection. If we're in protection, we are basically putting a wall around us. We are putting a barrier in between our true self and the world. I like to think of it like maybe like a leech on you, right? So if there's a leech on your body, the sunlight of the spirit can't get through to that part of the skin, and that leech, which is the fear and the protection, is sucking. It's sucking the life out of the beautiful abundance of your life. And so we want to remove that so that we don't have any walls. There's no barrier between us and the world. We want to be free to be ourselves. So the shoulders and the neck can get tight when we are carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, when we feel like we can't express ourselves and take care of our own needs. And then emotionally, that can get stuck in the hips. So, enough explaining? Yes? Okay. Do you have pain in your hips? Do you have pain in your neck? Most everybody does. So, yes, so let's start with stretching out the hips. We're going to do this simultaneously. So this is a 2-in-1 stretch. Meaning we're going to get the neck and the hips. So we want to sit with our legs apart, okay? And we're stretching the inner part. Now this is going to stretch the hamstrings, right? Is right here. So even in this kind of a stretch, you are facilitating a stretch to your hamstring as well. But we're mainly stretching the adductors, these are called, on the inner leg. So you want to get it as far as you can into a V. After you've sat here for a good, 45 seconds, you should be able to lift your butt up and go a little bit further deeper into the stretch, okay? So as far as you can go though. Now I'm going to assume all of you, I'm going to try and do this with your limitations or your ability, wherever you're at in your stretch. So if we have our legs like this, you want to always in this position be able to sit upright too. You want your back flat. So from the side view, you're puffing out your chest. And when you do that, you rotate your hips forward. So the hip rotates forward when you do that. And you want to do that to apply the most maximum stretch to the inner leg. So stretching like that. Now sitting upright. A way that you can amplify this stretch is if you take your palms. I want to make sure you guys can all see this. Take your palms and put them under your thighs. So start at your knee and then slide them up under your thighs. And you use your shoulders and your upper body to help push. So again, I'll show you from the side. So we put our hands here, and then we push our chest through our elbows. Push your chest through your elbows. And then the arms braced there is gonna help you right here. The arms braced there is gonna help you to stabilize that position of your back, okay? So we stay in that for a few minutes, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, till your body starts to sit into it, okay? So me, I'm an avid stretcher, right? So I don't need to sit there for very long, and I can feel myself relax into the position, okay? So we get there. Now, after you've sat there a little bit, again, you want to bump your pelvis forward in between your feet so that you're bumping up and up and up and up. And remember, these, when you're doing stretches, these are not 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You want to get into if you're going to stretch out your hips and your neck, sit down, know that you're going to sit there for a good 30 minutes, okay? I'm not going to make this video 30 minutes, so you're going to have to pause and do things in between. So after we get into this adductor stretch, one other point too, I had a client tell me that she was stretching her adductors like this. That is not a stretch. That is going to facilitate length. It's going to show you how far you can get, but because you are still fighting gravity, your muscles are opening, but they are also holding. They're also holding. So you always want to be in as much relaxed position as possible. Okay, so we've got our position here. We've put our shoulders and elbows and hands this way so that we can keep our backs in a good alignment. And then we're going to take something like, not stretchy, it's got to be a belt or a tie or something that doesn't have, it's not flexible, it stays there. Okay, so this is a piece of fabric, it's a belt. Okay, so we're going to take that belt and hook it around our foot, and you want to be around the ball of the foot. Okay, I've brought a little face cloth here too to make it comfortable for my hand so that I can grip on there without feeling any pain there. And again, it's about relaxing into these positions. So we're stretching our adductors. We're also giving a little bit of a stretch to the hamstring as we do this. And then we hook our belt around the ball of our foot, and then we use that as an anchor point. So there's an anchor. And then we're going to let the shoulder drop. I'm going to use the white of Gordy so that you can see my shoulder there. So you're going to pull away, and as you stay in this position, at first your body's going to be in different holding patterns. We don't even realize it. So you're going to be in a hold, a little bit of a hold at first, until you sit in it and relax into it and drop into it and drop into it. At this point, I can let my back round out a little bit at the back. Okay, so we're gonna round out a little bit because you're relaxing into this now. We've gotten our position to stretch the adductors like this, where we've pushed our chest out and have a very straight back. Once you get there and find your position, then when you apply this stretch, you can drop. So you drop that lower back, and then you just lean away, and you lean away, you lean away, and you lean more into it, and more into it, and more into it. My head is not going over my leg. My head is falling right to the side of my body. So it's like this, I'm going to the side, even though my legs are out, okay? So we got that hooked, and we lean away, and we lean away. And you can even use your toes as a pulley. You guys watching my foot there? I'm exaggerating right now just to show you. So you can pull, use your toes to pull. So you get as far as you can lean, and you're just letting this arm, the grip, the only tension is in your fingers holding onto that belt. And then you lean away, and you should feel a pull from the apex of your shoulder all the way up to like behind your ear, maybe even a little bit into your jaw. And you're just holding, and oh my God, as you lean into it, you start to feel it more and more, and then you can apply that push with your toes to just pull that shoulder down and out, down and out, down and out. So you're gonna hold that for a good 30 to 45 seconds, okay? So 43, 44, 45. You can pause the video there while you hold those. And then very important when you're coming out of stretches is you drop that, and you slowly roll out. You slowly roll out, okay? So we're gonna do that on the right side and then on the left side. More after that. So now we've stretched out the side. So we stretched out the right side. again, you're gonna do the same technique on the left side. And then afterwards, we're going to take our fingers and crisscross. You're gonna put them just behind the crown of the head. And we are going to let our shoulders drop, our elbows drop. So all of this is loosey-goosey, the elbows and the shoulders, and with your back rounded, so we can stay in that position. And like I said, so at first we want our back arched, right? When we first get into that position. Then when we start doing the neck stretches, you can round your back. So we're looking at the spine in a curve. We want that spine in a curve because we're stretching out the spine all the way up to the neck. So we hook our fingers on the back of our, just below the crown of the head. Here's the crown, just below the crown of the head. Elbows are together, like you're not pulling them together, but they're relaxed. So the peak of your elbows is facing the floor, and you're literally like letting just the weight of your arms and your shoulders apply a pressure on your head that's going straight down to the ground. So that, imagine there's a pole pulling down, and you can literally like start to then apply a little bit of your own strength and pull that head down. Pull, pull, pull. Okay, so we're gonna hold that one for 30 to 40 seconds. So we'll say 38, 39, 40. And then we're gonna, that's creating a stretch on either side of the spine at the back of the neck. And now we wanna apply just a little more stretch on either side, isolating either side. So what you do is just a little tweak like that. Can you guys all see that? So it's just a little twist. So I'm just looking towards, with my face, I'm looking at the ground. My face is looking straight down to the ground. And then I just look to the right side a little bit. And you apply then a more pressure, pulling that down, and you should feel that on the right side of the neck, in between the immediate back, the middle, and then that side that we stretched. So we're stretching in between the first stretch and the second stretch. We're stretching in between those on either side. So look at my elbows, they just do a little bit of a shimmy. Yes? One elbow drops down. And then we do the other side. And you can readjust your hands so they then become at the center of the pull point, center of the stretch, so that it's straight down. So we keep our hands and we just twist, and then we readjust. And then we go back to center. Hands go back to center. Then we twist. And then we readjust. Yes? Okay, so we do 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds on right, middle, left. Come back to center after you've done that. And then you let the hands go, slowly, slowly, slowly coming out of stretches. And then you use your hand to push your head up. We've just stretched those muscles. Now we want to assist them in raising our head back up to center, back up to neutral, okay? Woo! I would suggest as well, then you go back and rinse and repeat all of that, because everything is now stretched out a bit. It's come out of its holding pattern. So now we want to really stretch it, really apply an evolution of our stretch, really get deeper into the stretch. Second time around, by the third time around, you should feel yourself going, wow, I'm going so much farther, okay? So rinse and repeat 3 times. Now let's apply a breath work to that. So if, like I started this video, if you are feeling like maybe you're not voicing your truths and you're feeling like, oh, I shouldn't say that, or I need to protect myself and not get vulnerable, or if I say this, I'm going to hurt their feelings, so I'm going to keep it to myself. And that's a bad example. If I'm worried that I can't speak my truth because they'll reject me or abandon me if I speak my truth in a compassionate, kind way, gentle way. Maybe you're scared to speak up for yourself at your job. You think you deserve more money, but you don't feel like you can speak it up. Maybe some event is coming up in your life, and you're telling yourself, I should be excited, but I'm not. So you're scared to tell the people around you that, hey, I'm petrified of this event. You know, that's okay. You can be scared and then brave at the same time, but we need to feel supported in our emotions. And if we feel like we can't express ourselves, then we don't feel supported, and then we end up balling in and getting tight in our neck, and then the emotion gets stuck in us too, in our hips. So we want to breathe through this stuff. So not only are we going to do the stretching, we're going to get active in this release so that we don't continue act this out in our lives. And we're going to do a visionary breath. This breath that I'm going to talk about right now is going to help activate your higher centers of your brain. So like the third eye, we're going to really be focusing on the third eye part of your brain. The third eye helps us perceive things, like what truly is. Our perceptions, if we're getting into protective and performing mechanisms, our perceptions of the world then start to be seen through filters of fear, filters of I'm a victim, filters of I'm angry at the world because I'm not being treated right, or they're not treating me, so I have anger against them. I have fear now, I can't speak up for myself. We turn into a victim of the world, which is false. None of this stuff is true. It's just a protective mechanism that our body and our mind have acquired over time. When we didn't have the resources or the support to move through this stuff in a clear fashion. So we want to activate our third eye, where that will help us see everything clearer. It'll help clean up our perceptions so that we can see that, oh, this is all serving me. It's all serving me. This is all for my higher good. There's either good in it or good in the lesson. There's either good in the situation and I can see it, or it was tough and because there was a lesson in it. So we want to activate our third eye, and this is going to help us perceive what actually is the reality of the situation, instead of this seeing through the seed, this perception that was born out of fear and protection. Okay, so we're going to have more clarity, and we're going to be more in touch with our inner awareness of how this feels for me and my ability to speak up for myself. So we want to you only need to start. So you're going to use your thumb as a guiding point. So if you stretch your thumb out in front of you, and you want to focus on this thumb point as a starting point. So we're going to breathe in from that. So I've talked about central channel breathing. You can go back in my videos. There are some about the central channel breathing. We're going to incorporate a new one into that central channel. So you want to reach out. Think of your breath coming from this thumb point. So you're breathing in from here to that third eye, and then out the back of your head the same distance. Okay? And then we're going to come from back of your head to the inner, and then here, and okay, so we're bringing it in, holding it in the center at the third eye, and breathing it out the back of the head, and breathing from out the back of the head into the center. Okay, so close your eyes. Get grounded, meaning be in your body, not in your thoughts, not in the thoughts of the mind. Be in the body, not the mind. Just take a couple of grounding breaths, so just breathing in through your nose, filling up your lungs. Envision the air coming in your nostrils, going into your lungs, filling them up, expanding them. Feel that air in your lungs, and then exhale through your mouth. Another breath, just in from all around you, into the nose, into your lungs. Feel it. You're using your belly. You want to expand your belly. It's like one of those things that they used to stoke the fire back in the day. So your belly is opening up and sucking that air in, holding it and out. Okay, now we're going to do the visionary breath, which is going to help us perceive things clearly. So you're going to start out in front of your head about 2 or 3 feet from your thumb point, and breathe in. Eyes are closed. Now look up and back, up and back. It's going to activate that third eye center. Hold it, and then breathe out through the back of your head. Kind of like a whale in a blowhole. Think of a blowhole at the back of your head. Breathe it all out. Push it out the back, about 2 or 3 feet behind your head. And now breathe in from that spot behind your head, and breathe in, envisioning coming towards your head and into that third eye center. Activate that. Oh, I just got a buzz inside of my head. And now roll your eyes back to activate that inner, and then breathe out towards that thumb point in front of your head. Again, envision like a blowhole at the center of your head, blowing out. Breathing in from that spot, 2 or 3 feet in front of your head. Roll your eyes back, hold it in the center, breathe out the back of the head. Out your blowhole at the back of your head that you're envisioning. Breathe from behind your head into the center of your head. Hold it, roll your eyes back, and breathe out front. One more time, into the head. From out front, bring it up into the head. Towards you, hold it. And now we're gonna go out the top of the head. Out the top. This is incorporating into central channel breathing. Out the top of the head. And now you're gonna breathe in from the top of the head into the center again. Roll your eyes back, hold it in that center of your brain, center of your head. And then down through your body into the ground. And one more time up from the ground, just into the center of your body, into your lungs. And breathe it out all around you. Just let it go. Wow. Amazing. This helps us get out of our head. This helps us see clearer. This helps us to release where we're holding things in our body. The body is keeping score, so we have to take care of the body. We have to recognize, where are we holding tension? Where did we hold yesterday's thoughts and emotions that didn't get processed? Are we holding it in our neck? Are we all tight? Are we feeling like we can't speak up? Well, then we need to let it go. Loosen that up so that everything can flow through us and it doesn't bump into us. And oh, we feel fear, and oh, we feel anger, and oh, I feel resistance, and oh, I want to push them away. So we want to clear that so everything just flows in this torrent field, just flowing all around you. Ooh. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I am Lisa T. I am a RMT, registered massage therapist. I am a bioenergetics breathwork facilitator, and I am here to help light up your life. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know this was helpful and you liked it. And if you want me to elaborate on anything, please comment below. I will respond as soon as humanly possible. Have a great day.